Well, good Thursday, everybody. We are under a wind chill warning across most of the region, and this is really for late Friday into mid-morning on Saturday. We don't want to hype this up, but it's been so warm this winter. I think a lot of us have forgotten how to dress for the elements, and that's going to be an issue as you look at Friday night and Saturday morning as we have dangerously cold air coming in. But it is short-lived. By the time we get to Sunday, we're going to have highs back in the 40s. You're going to say, what cold? It's going to feel a lot like spring once again by the middle of next week. But before we get to next week, we got to talk about some tips here to keep us safe through the really the 24 to 36 hour period beginning on Friday into the first half of Saturday. For us humans, it's very simple. You want to dress in layers. You want to cover that exposed skin. You can see the wind chill temperatures we had on the side of the screen. When you have wind chills in 20s and 30s below zero, you really are, you can be exposed for maybe 5 to 10 minutes max. That's it. After that, you are going to have some issues with frostbite, so keep that in mind. You want to stay dry. You want to try to avoid sweating because, of course, that moisture will cause some more problems. And you know what? Just limit the outdoor time. It's a one-day thing. If you can just put off what you need to do until Sunday, you'll be much better off. Want to keep an eye on the pets as well. You want to check their water and food supplies before Saturday to make sure we're set for that, because we're not going to be making any store runs here Saturday morning. We do want to cover and check their paws if they do have to go outside. But again, we want to really limit any time that our pets are outside. So try to keep that in mind to help out our furry friends. Want to keep an eye on our cars too. Of course, Saturday morning is typically a busy time. So if you do have to go out Saturday morning, bringing the kids to their various practices and such, make sure you go out here. Today will be a good day. Fill up your gas tank, or at least make sure you have at least the tank half full, and maintain that tire pressure, because the tires are going to take a hit here as we get into Saturday morning. Safety kit's always good to have in the cars if you're going on any kind of lawn trip on Saturday, maybe a couple of hours if you're thinking of driving again. We don't recommend it, but if you have to do it, it is what it is. Make sure your vehicle is prepared. Let people know that you are going out. That way, if there are any issues, we'll be able to keep an eye on it. And the last set of trips are for the home, and I think this is probably going to be the biggest issue. When you have a rapid freeze like we're going to have, and then a rapid warming up right after that, it tends to affect the pipes the most. And so that's what you're going to see. You're going to see some bursting pipes possibly on Saturday morning. Nobody wants to deal with that. So there are some really easy common sense tips that you can kind of do here that will help you out. And the first is right here in the kitchen, hence why we're recording in the kitchen today. And we're going to do what we call a slow drip on the faucet. You don't have to run it like that, but really just kind of bring it back so there's just a little bit of a drip. And you can kind of see it like that. You can do both if you like, but hot or cold is fine. The idea is we just want to get some water moving through the pipes, and that's going to help us out so we don't freeze those pipes. Even if it's for a short time and you kind of freezing, melting, it's not a good thing when you're talking about the basement. You're getting into the walls and you're getting underground. The other thing is it's going to be really cold, as we mentioned, Friday night into Saturday. So you want to kind of check today and make sure the furnace is doing what it's supposed to be doing. If you do have to do any kind of alternative heating, just be safe about it. We don't, space heaters, you're going to be really careful how you use those. You cannot leave them unattended. You don't want to go to sleep with the space heaters on. If heat's a problem, check it out today. If you need to head to a warming center, we'll have many warming centers open. It's really, again, just a 24-hour period, but it's Friday night, overnight Friday night into about 9 o'clock Saturday morning. That's where we're going to have these record cold temperatures. Air temperatures themselves will be below zero, so it's not just the wind chill, but the air temperatures as well. So, let's get through it. Let's be safe. Let's not overhype it. About 24 to 36 hours. And then after that, as you see the extended forecast, Sunday is right back to low 40s here. Maybe a little bit of rain, believe it or not. Rain showers Sunday night into Monday. And then it's just warm and dry through most of next week. The groundhog did see its shadow today. At least Punxsutawney Phil did. 6 more weeks of winter. What does that mean? We really haven't had winter yet, but AccuWeather has put out its extended forecast, and they are looking for snow, possibly the snowiest month here being the month of March. I'm not into long-term forecasting, not what I do, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll catch you next week.